everyone, my name is Janiyah Bannister, and today I'll be talking about education and life chances. I chose this topic because education is supposed to be the great equalizer, but in reality, it often reflects and even reinforces social inequalities. I want to explore how someone's background shapes their education opportunities and ultimately their chances in life. In sociology, life chances refer to the opportunities a person has to improve their quality of life based on the social structures around them. Education is one of the biggest factors in determining life chances. It affects the jobs people get, the income they earn, and even their health outcomes. But education is not provided equally. Schools in wealthy areas get more resources, more experienced teachers, better technology, and safer environments. Meanwhile, while other schools with lower income backgrounds have low communication, little to no resources, often little to no funding, lack of support, low teachers, and opportunities. This creates a cycle where the same groups stay disadvantaged across generations. To understand education sociology, we have to look at intersectionality, how race, class, gender, and other identities overlap and shape a person's experience. Students of color, especially Black and Hispanic students, are more likely to attend underfunded schools. They face harder discipline policies, lower expectations from teachers, and fewer advanced courses. This affects graduation rates and college accesses. A social class, a student's zip code often determines the quality of their education. Whether families have access to tuition, tutors, private schools, AP classes, extracurriculars, and safer learning environments. Lower income students may struggle with transportation, unstable housing, food insecurity, and overcrowded classrooms, all of which affect academic performances. Gender also shapes education experience. Young women may face pressure to pursue certain fields or may be discouraged from STEM careers despite having the ability. Transgender or gender non-informing students often experience bullying or unsafe environments that disrupt learning. When we look at all of this together, intersectionality shows us that students who are Black, low income, and female, for example, may face layered and unequal barriers that students from privileged groups never experience. To analyze this topic, I've done the conflict perspective. The conflict perspective argues that society is structured in ways that benefit the powerful while disadvantages the less fortunate. Education is not an expectation. It often reproduces inequality rather than reducing it. Schools in wealthy neighborhoods receive more funding because they are tied to property taxes. This means wealthy families often get better schools, better teachers, and more opportunities. Meanwhile, lower income communities receive lower resources, lack of income, and lower graduation rates, keeping students at a disadvantage. From the conflict perspective, education maintains the status quo by preparing different social classes for different outcomes. Wealthy students are attracted to leadership, college prep, and high income careers. Low income students are traded into basic vocational paths or unpaid labor. This perspective shows that inequality education is not an accident, it's built into the system. Real world examples, such as students that show majority Black schools districts receive about 23 billion less in funding each year compared to the predominantly white districts. This gap affects teacher retention, class sizes, extracurriculars, mental health supports, and advanced coursework. When certain students never receive the same level of preparation, their chances in life become unequal for the start. In conclusion, education plays a major role in shaping a person's future. But when race, class, and gender interact, the educational system can create unequal life chances. Understanding this, though, the conflict perspective helps us see some communities thrive while others struggle. Education should open doors, but for many students, it becomes another barrier for them to have to get through. And that concludes my project. Thank you for watching and happy holidays to everyone, and I hope everybody had a wonderful semester. Bye, Albany State University.